This is Inside Indiana Business Radio on Demand for the afternoon of December 8th, 2022. I'm Wes Mills. Illinois-based D&W Fine Pack is making a multi-million-dollar investment in its Fort Wayne manufacturing facility. The company, which makes a variety of packaging products for the food service and grocery markets, says the move will allow it to make products from 100% post-consumer recycled plastic. D&W did not provide a specific dollar figure for the investment. The company is installing new extrusion technology, which it says will allow the plant to create FDA food-grade packaging from plastics that would have otherwise gone to a landfill. Also in Northeast Indiana, big improvements at Fort Wayne International Airport and a major investment from Amazon are fueling the emergence of what some describe as an e-commerce hub in that part of the state. The online retail giant built 2 fulfillment centers in Fort Wayne over the past year, and Northeast Indiana Regional Partnership CEO Stefan Frija says the company's investment bodes well for the region's future.
So the question is, if we're good, for one of the top-end centers for Amazon, that we could be good for so many others that are just basically on par. So they validate the market.
Amazon opened its first fulfillment center near the airport last December. A second facility about 10 miles away opened in the fall. Indiana Attorney General Todd Rokita is suing Chinese-owned social media app TikTok, claiming the video-sharing platform misleads its users, especially children. The complaint says that while the social app says it's safe for users 13 years and older, the app contains, quote, salacious and inappropriate content available to young users for unlimited periods of time, day and night. From the #1 source for Indiana business news, this is Inside Indiana Business, Radio on Demand.
Whether it's a new hire or a noteworthy promotion, IIB's Bigwigs and New Gigs serves as a platform to promote your team. Our revamped offering includes being featured on both the newly redesigned newsletter and at InsideIndianaBusiness.com. Subscribers to the Business News subscription save $10 off every listing. Plus, you can save $100 by bundling your submission to IIB with the Indianapolis Business Journal or the Indiana Lawyer. More at InsideIndianaBusiness.com.
3 Indiana-based banks are being recognized on Newsweek's 2023 America's Best Banks rankings. Muncie-based First Merchants Bank was named as Indiana's representative in the Big Bank category, while Warsaw-based Lake City Bank earned the honor of Best Small Bank in Indiana. Carmel-based Merchants Bank of Indiana was named among individual account categories on the national ranking for its money marketing savings account. As Fort Wayne-based Vera Bradley prepares for a leadership change, the fashion retailer is reporting third-quarter net income of $5.1 million, compared to $5.7 million during the same period a year ago. Outgoing CEO Rob Wallstrom says Q3 revenues of $124 million were modestly above overall expectations, as the company experienced some stabilization in cost. Wallstrom announced his retirement earlier this year and will wrap up the job this month. In September, Jackie Audrey was named successor. The city of South Bend, IDEM, and the EPA have begun cleanup of the old Drury's Brewing Company in South Bend, according to WNDU-TV. The plant opened in the 1930s and at one time was one of the biggest names in beer, but it struggled to compete. The brewery was closed permanently in the 1970s. The building and the 15-acre site sat vacant for years. Cleanup has been delayed due to asbestos throughout the property. Radius Indiana is hoisting a mug to the region's home brewers, and it hopes local beer makers hop on the opportunity to showcase their talents. The Economic Development Organization is hosting its first ever home brewing competition. Radius says the competition is open to any home brewer who has perfected the art of beer making, or perhaps a beer lover that wants to try it for the first time. The competition's in March. Whitestown-based Weaver Popcorn Manufacturing has invested $64 million over the past 18 months as the company responds to growing market demand, especially in the ready-to-eat sector. In addition to the Whitestown plant, Weaver also runs 2 facilities in the Grant County town of Van Buren and 1 in Pennsylvania. A majority of the investment, $50 million, went towards the Boone County operations, says Chief Operating Officer Tim Engel.
We spend a lot of money to overdo the climate controlling and to have basically almost no humidity in those kitchens. And what we don't want to do is we don't want to expose the pop kernel to moisture or anything that's going to give it that, let it go stale quick.
The company also announced a partnership with the Folds of Honor Foundation, a nonprofit that provides educational scholarships to the children and spouses of America's fallen or disabled service members. Download the IIB mobile app to stay up to date on the latest business news throughout the state. Just search for Inside Indiana Business in the App Store on your mobile device to get started. I'm Wes Mills, Inside Indiana Business, Radio on Demand.